following program is rated MAL, contains strong language, and is intended for mature audiences.
Yo! You are now tuned into the world's most dangerous podcast! This is the Wake Up Call, mother... Dang, a dang school is in. Ladies and gentlemen, the screaming ass nigga that's in front of you right now, I go by a couple of names. You can call me Black Paul Heyman, drop that bomb. You can call me Young Stephen A, drop that bomb. You can call me Charlamagne the God, long lost cousin, drop that bomb. But you could call me Currency. You can find me on Currency at IG. Also find me at the Wake Up Call with 2. How many? 2 underscores, motherfuckers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the host of this shit. But I be having guest hosts all the time who will wake you up. That's the point of the damn podcast. I have somebody special with me right here next to me. Let me break this down real quick. This shit's so special. I went to his house to come see him. Y'all see this? This shit look a little different. This shit look mad magical in here. We are live from CRWNGLD. We got some niggas back here y'all can't see, but they here. You gonna see them in a minute. You know what I'm saying? We have the owner, drop a bomb. Producer, drop a bomb. Singer, drop a bomb. And most importantly for the Wake Up Call, rapper, drop a bomb. We got JAY SAIF, drop bombs and all that shit for me one time.
You.
Listen,
What's good with you?
Listen, bro. I appreciate me coming here and interviewing you because this shit been on the chalk list for a minute. And I've been saying like, yo, when you ready, let me know. You like,
right.
I got you. You be like, all right, I'm gonna let you know.
Things be happening, man.
Shit be happening. You
Things be
busy. You a
happening.
busy motherfucker. You the most busiest motherfucker I'm ever going to have to interview. Right as a name. Hopefully it be more. But you definitely got your hands all in the cookie jar. Did you like cookies growing up?
Yes.
Yes. What's your favorite cookie?
Oatmeal raisin.
Ew.
You hating?
Ew.
That's hate.
You got
That's
a fart
hate.
bomb? Ew. What the fuck? I
That's
think you gonna say
hate.
chocolate chip.
That's
He
normal.
said
That's,
what?
that's normal.
Your
That's
oatmeal
normal.
raisin.
Yeah.
You drink that? Not drink. You eat that high or not high? Or regardless, don't matter.
High.
High.
Definitely, yeah.
High. See, I don't smoke. Do it hit different when it's high?
Yes.
Yes.
When you cook, yeah.
Yeah. Drop. Okay. High shit. JAY SAIF, thank you for coming
Yes,
to the.
sir.
Thank you.
you.
I usually say thank you for coming to the Wake Up Call. Thank you for letting the Wake Up Call come to you.
Yes, sir.
I love it.
I appreciate it, man. It's very important that we come together like this.
Oh, fuck
For
it.
sure.
Fuck it, bro. Cause listen, from the combos we done had, bro, you sound like, and you giving me vibes, and I might say this too crazy, and if I say something crazy, you know,
No, you cool.
check me. You giving me that you are the Philly version of Kanye to the West.
That's interesting.
That's
I
interesting.
appreciate that. Like, yeah, he definitely is an influence on my style of music growing up. Definitely.
As far as producers and styles of music, do you have a top 5?
Top 5.
Top 5 people that
Producer wise.
Yeah.
Dre is my number 1.
Dr. Dre.
Yes, Dr. Dre.
Okay.
Definitely.
Dr. Dre made my favorite beat ever.
What?
Still DR.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's
What?
that shit.
Insane.
That piano.
Insane. Oh yeah, no. All respect due to Dre. He had help with that song. You gotta credit
Scott.
Scott had a lot to do with.
Got to.
Definitely. There's a lot of parts to that made that a masterpiece for sure. But yeah, Dre is my number 1. Just him being the conductor on that, you know.
I like that word, conductor.
Yeah. Who else? My 2. I might have to get that to Ye.
Okay.
Kind of the same role for real, because you know he collabed with a lot of different people.
Thanks.
3, I might have to give to Just Blaze.
Ooh, Just Blaze. Just Blaze is like one of my favorite producers ever. Motherfucker sleep on. What?
Insane.
Oh
Definitely
boy.
insane.
Ooh, that's my
Insane.
man. I love
It's
it.
really it's hard to pick because I love a lot of different producers. Everybody got their unique sound.
Do you got like a producer that you love that's not a rap so quote unquote rap producer?
A rap producer?
That's not a rap producer.
I don't. There's some that come to mind to me right now, but I wouldn't necessarily think of them as a favorite. I got a lot of respect for them though.
All right. Well, let's pause on the top 5. I feel like I'm gonna change something up real quick, right? I'm gonna ask you a this or that. All right.
Okay.
So this is we call this on the wake up call danger zone, right? I give you 3 questions. You gotta ask this or that. Prime example: Nike or Adidas. You might say
Nike.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool. We're gonna do right. Here we go. Pharrell or Swiss Beats?
Pharrell.
Okay.
Definitely. No disrespect to Swiss Beats at all. At all.
Okay. Why?
Pharrell. I feel like Pharrell being who he is, and it's not just Pharrell, it's really just the sound that they created alone. Him and Chad, they both
Chad the Asian one, right?
Yeah.
Got you.
Both
I always get confused.
Both of them created a sound coming from a place that wasn't really getting hip hop love like that. You know what I'm saying? They created that sound from there, along with Timberland too. They both was around the same area, but they both was innovative in that sound, and that inspired me. So it might be a little biased because Pharrell's definitely an influence on my style of production. But they just even going outside of the genre, like they still made some of Pharrell's biggest songs. It's
Happy,
not rap. Yeah,
Happy is crazy. You walk in a damn at Macy's on Christmas, they playing Happy. Old white girl Jane in there doing the Carlton to fucking Happy and shit.
Yeah.
I got another one for you. Tay Keith. I hope I said that right.
Tay Keith, yeah.
Tay Keith or Jalil Beats.
That's hard to judge.
Don't be Philly biased, by the way.
I don't want to be Philly biased, but I haven't listened enough to Tay Keith, but I know Jalil Beats surprised me one time. He dropped a beat tape that because my discovery on Jalil Beats is through Meek.
Yeah.
So the type of beats he was making for Meek, it was like, okay, that's cool. But when I heard the beat tape and heard how in depth he can go, how he can work with samples and how he flipped, that was amazing. He surprised me, he shocked me. So I might have to go. Like I said, I don't want to be biased, but I heard more Jalil Beats than Tay Keith.
Got you.
Tay Keith got a signature sound with his pianos for sure, but
thanks. The last one. I know you might tell me the answer, but I think I got an opponent that you might have to rock with against him.
Okay.
Dr. Dre versus Quincy Jones.
Oh, Quincy for sure.
See, I knew if I said that one, somebody pick over there. Okay. Why Quincy?
Yeah. Quincy got a resume that's insane, super insane. That, like I said, precedes hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Even I'm not sure Dr. Dre would agree the influence that Quincy have over hip hop period. Being who he is, of course, he behind Thriller, he behind a lot of classics. Like I said, it's a long resume. Quincy a problem. He's a problem.
Facts.
Definitely.
Facts. So, how long you been producing?
Since 7 years old.
How old are you now?
I'm about to be 33 next Saturday.
So you in the game for producer for, see, that's why I teach social studies, I don't know math. 25, right? That's my correct? 25, at least fuck that, at least 25 years. Yeah,
that's 26 years.
Damn.
Yeah, that sounds insane though.
Damn. What? Okay. Hold on, wait a minute. So, how do you start producing? Did your mom did you have like a motherfucking like Christmas toy and was like playing on like one of them like the little toy pianos or something?
In a sense, yeah.
In a sense, you gotta tell that story.
The first I can really coin it is, well, I come from a background of music, honestly, on my dad's side, and at the time he was actively doing music, so it was him who had a keyboard that I remember he used to sit me in front of, play with the keys and whatnot, and I guess I just had a joy for it. I guess it just stuck with me.
And then like your mom and dad to start buying you instruments after instruments?
Not just after, but yeah, I started off with the keyboard for a while. I started playing the drums a little bit when I was 10. I probably started playing the guitar when I was around 11 or 12. I didn't really play like that though. But the keyboards is what I stuck to the most. Especially I would think the main reason being that you know, everything started going digital. So a lot of the equipment that I probably would have gotten, like the drums and the guitar and all the live instruments, and you know, when I started learning computer, and that's when I would get like the music programs, and I would figure out, I develop a lot of my sound through what they call digital audio workstations.
I was definitely getting ready to ask you what's your favorite like instrument.
The keyboard, that's my favorite, for sure.
Do you remember the first song or first beat that you made with a keyboard? Like, did you hear like somebody else beat and you was like, yo, I want to try this? Like, it could be in a song. It could have been like you was listening to Fresh Prince and was like, I want to do the Fresh Prince beat on the keyboard or something.
You know, it's
like
crazy. It's kind of like that. I say my first, so my pop as a music collector.
Yeah. Shout out to Pops, by the way.
He had old like records just in there. He used to work at a music shop that used to be on 56th Street way back when. So you know, after he left the job, whatever little cassette joints he had laying around, by the time I was born, I was getting into them. That was my form of digging crates.
Yeah.
So I want to say the first song that I really like learned and remembered was a LL Cool J song off his first album.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, called Dairy Vet. and I liked how it sounded. I liked how the beat was. That's when I first fell in love with the 808 sound. Like, and the crazy thing about it is it's all around the same time. Cause like I said, the same thing. Like my pop, he was a producer, artist. He was a rapper, and he was the singer. Like I get a lot of my stuff from him. Honestly, it's just
Your pop still around?
Yeah, for sure.
Gotcha.
Yo, ironically, he has a barbershop up the street from here. I will promote that later though. I gotta remind myself to do that.
So wait a minute. So you telling me you get free haircuts for life?
Technically, yes.
Drop a bomb. God damn it. Wish I could get free haircuts for life. God damn it.
Man.
But
shout out to all my barbers. My man Trozy over there.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Drop a bomb for Trozy.
Please do.
Trozy had me after he done lined me up. I went to Sugar House? No. What's it called? Hold on, new name. Damn. Y'all blowing this weed got me kind of contact. I'm forgetting shit. Oh, hold on. Oh my God. Rivers, thank you. Rivers. I went in Rivers, y'all. No cap. I went in Rivers for a solid. Or Rita's, one or other. And the old head was like, young buck. Mind you, this shit's 10 minutes after I got this cut. Yo, got so fresh as shit now. Yo, line up plates. And I'm like, thanks, OG. I got it around the corner. So I started plugging it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Trojan.
Yeah, shout out to
Master
Trojan. Barber over there.
Hell yeah. And you started producing at that age, at a young age, right?
Yeah.
So you telling me you got your skills with the keyboard. How many talent shows you was out here whooping ass in there? Cause I know you was out here kicking ass in talent shows.
It wasn't too many. It's crazy. I'll say it was a talent show in 6th grade. I remember I went to, and I ain't had no beat or nothing. This was my first time really learning how to MC for real. And it was all dependent on me. That's my first time. I was 11. That was my first time really getting on stage. I had no beat. I remember telling everybody to clap their hands. I said my little rap.
Oh,
like a little 6. Yeah, that was my first.
That was gonna be my next question. We was gonna leave from producing to rap.
Yeah.
When did you first start rapping?
Around the same time, 7, 8. I would say I really didn't start taking it seriously until around maybe like 14, 15.
14, 15.
Yeah.
Who was your, besides LL? I think you just, I don't know. Tell me you doesn't know what that be, or maybe you might say
I think LL has a major influence on my style, just being able to go from the aggressive rap that he, the competitive rap to making a love song. I learned that from him, definitely.
Was that your favorite rapper growing up?
No, it was crazy is that was my early introduction into it, but for real.
I had Biggie was mine like that.
Yeah, but after that was X. It was DMX at
Time out.
First album. Yeah.
So if y'all don't know this, right? Jay is, and somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, from the interactions I done met with Jay. Jay is one calm, cool, hey, how you doing? Brother, some smooth. So you telling me your smooth ass, your favorite rapper was one of the most loudest niggas ever that grazed God's green earth?
It was disruptive. That's what I can say. It was so different. I'm like, what's this? And me, I think Stop Being Greedy was definitely the first joint, actually, yeah.
I love that
I was
beat.
in love with that beat, yeah. Before I found out it was a Diana Ross sample, I thought
That's a Diana Ross sample?
yeah.
Yo!
Yeah.
You lying? What's the song?
I wish I could remember off the
My
top of my
mom
head right now.
loved it, Diana Ross. Yo, my mom
I think
first
it was
started
off a movie
iPhone.
soundtrack, if I'm not mistaken.
Get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
No, I forgot who made the beat for that. I think it was Dame Grease, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn,
Yeah, shout out to him though. He did an amazing job on that first album, and that influenced a lot of the aesthetic of my music. When I make beats now, you can still hear that influence on that too. So
do you rap like DMX? Like, have you tried to
no, it's definitely not. No, I think my early influence as far as rapping was honestly Eminem. That was another person that
shout out to Shady.
Yeah, nah.
You don't want to fuck with Shady.
Definitely.
Shady will fucking kill
another disruptor that came out nowhere that was
definitely
like
a disruptor.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, what's this? I love this.
Yo.
Yeah.
So is X your favorite rapper of all time?
He is one of them, yes.
Got you. So when I hear your music, the number one person I think of is Drake.
For sure.
But how much, I want to know this question, how much has West Philly, because you from West Philly, correct?
Yeah. Mm.
Has influenced you? Like how me ask you, how do it feel growing up near 69th Street? 69th Street train making all stops.
Grew up around, actually I kind of been spread it all over West Philly for real. In my childhood, earliest I can remember, I was living on 55th and Wild Lucin. I moved the block down. After that, we moved to 57th and Lansdowne. I was on 57th and Thompson. I lived a lot
You
lot of places in West Philly.
said Wild Lucin?
Yeah.
I never heard that block.
Never heard of Wild Lucin?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know, I'm from South Philly. I'm used to Garrett, Wilder, Greenwich, Snyder, Tasker.
Yeah, no. If you know where Haverford at is right around there.
Okay,
for real, yeah.
I know Haverford. That's the Jamaican joint on Haverford.
You know where the library at?
It's a library?
Yeah, it's a library.
You put me on.
But yeah, no, I ran them streets, man. I remember that. It was a great time growing up around there.
That's crazy.
I think that had a lot of influence on my music as well, telling those stories early on.
I asked, if I'm trying to remember, I asked one of your closest people, Amir Ali, the similar question, right? Because they're both from West.
Right.
How much did y'all love Will Smith growing up, coming from West? I asked you something similar to that. I think I asked you something similar to that, right, Amir? Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
Well, Fresh Prince, I think his influence for me was more about him just making it from where I'm from.
That hit you.
Yeah.
God.
And I did like Big Willie Style. I definitely did like the album.
I love Big Willie Style too.
Growing up.
That's my embarrassed album to tell people I love, bro. I love getting jiggy with it. That's my shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. That beat is stupid.
He got some Jones on there.
I asked that because, like, me growing up in South Philly, every time I think of 69th Street in West Philly, I just think of, like, the picture of Will Smith going like this. And, like on the Freeze joint, We Be Right Back with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah,
so, I always just think of 69th Street. That and Sears. How often you was in Sears?
Wow, not a lot.
Not a lot.
Yeah, no. What effect is 69th Street, I guess, it's really Tower Theater for real. It's been a monument in here since I could remember. And I just remember, like, coming up here, we used to go to the movie theater up the street a lot. So going past you see the Tower Theater, like the tower up there. And I used to be like, when I found out it was a venue that some legendary people performed at, I'm like, I want to perform there. Like,
as you should, and as you will.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck
so
that's
been an influence. It's crazy how I live around the corner from it now. It's insane to think about.
That's the wildest
shit.
It's
insane to think about.
Now that you told us about how it was growing up in West and Will Smith and shit, right? My thing is, the reason why we brought up West is, well, how can I say this? You have somebody in your circle that he always talk about West in his raps. He put on for us, so we talking about Amir, right?
Right.
Amir, I told Amir this personally. I said, damn, nigga, you made me want to go to 6 Cause I was like, I said, I want to see, you make this shit sound like old block. So I always want to experience that. How, and people don't know, you is Amir producer.
Right.
And Trozy producer. The two people that been on this podcast before.
Right.
And it's crazy, like, they done came in, fucked this podcast up, did their thing, but little people don't know that you behind that shit. You the, what you said earlier, the conductor.
Right.
Yeah. How did you and Mir hook up? Like, how, I don't say hook up, that's pause. How did you, like, y'all got together?
How we met.
Yeah, my bad.
It was through a mutual friend that I was doing music with at the time. Funny, I definitely was living in Upper Darby, deeper down by the sticks, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we was doing music then. It was her who actually introduced me into Meech. I forget exactly how I heard him, but when the first time I heard him, I was like, damn, he nice as shit. After that, I made a song called To The Max. I was working on my first official album, Saif. And I had a song called To The Max, and I had an open verse, so I sent it to him once I got, that contact information and whatnot. We had a talk. And we just been locked in since for
Snoop and Trey.
Yeah.
It's Snoop and Trey.
Dre.
I met Snoop and Trey ever since that.
Yeah.
Got you.
For sure.
What about Trozy?
Trozy, I met through my man Neems over there. Shout out my nigga Namar.
We gonna get all these niggas. I want everybody getting this joint too in a minute. When this joint done, show everybody who in the background. People don't know who are in the background right now.
Yeah, for sure. Before I dipped off from my last job, me and Neems was working at the same job. That's how we met. I used to be a graphic designer.
Word.
Oh yeah, I do graphics too. I forgot to mention that.
What you don't know, nigga? What you don't know?
So yeah, once we locked in, we got to know each other. At the time, he was a barber across the street, so we got a chance to stay locked in and whatnot. So once he made that move, he just so happened to work at Trozy's shop, and I came through there because Neems was cutting my hair at the time, right. That's how I met Trozy. I didn't even think Trozy rap until I started playing beats in there. I remember exactly what beat it was.
What beat was it?
It was a beat I made that sampled the LL Cool J song, ironically.
Oh, shit.
And I played it. He was like, he started rapping. I didn't know if he was serious or not. And then the more I heard, I'm like, yo, this nigga is fucking insane too. I'm like, damn. What?
So that's crazy. So you that's basically like revolved around insane spitters out in this game.
Yeah.
Like
Philly got a lot of them, man.
No, especially out west. They out here killing this shit. So y'all, that's how y'all connected. Now, so when we talked about Dr. Dre earlier, right? That's a Trey. So I'm fucking up Trey. You know what the fuck I meant. To me, it's like Amir Snoop, Trozy is Eminem.
That's how you see it? That's interesting.
Like not like how basically how like the connection you just said. Yeah.
I would say
R50. You want to switch them up? R Kendrick.
I don't know. I don't like to do comparisons like that. That's very interesting. But I definitely,
I'm talking about relationship wise. Stuff like
that. No, me and if you want to talk about in the order of things, then that would make sense. But I wouldn't make that comparison.
No.
That's very big shoes.
No, them two got their own lane. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't like comparing them. Like they got their own.
Yeah, but no, I definitely feel like I said, once again, going back to Dre and his influence, just knowing his story, how he first it was NWA, and then after things went sour there, then he went with Death Row, and then just him. Aftermath was it. Like my first introduction to who Dre was during the Eminem phase, like when I really got to do my research. You know what I'm saying? So
what's your favorite Eminem album?
My favorite one,
let me see if yours match mine,
would be Marshall Mathers OP.
Fuck! Mine's is real Slim Shady.
Really?
Yeah, the one before
that's a great genre. For my biased answer would be the Eminem Show, because it came out. I was there when that came out. Like I definitely bought that album. But
I feel you on that.
Yeah, me going back, I definitely would say that my favorite for was Marshall Mathers LP.
Gotcha.
But yeah, just even regardless, like Dre's influence on that and how it was just everything was running, then including M-Fon and 50, was like everything about that label was it was, I guess, enticing, I guess, just to see. For me, it was like that record label. I'm like, yo, they got nothing but monsters there. It's nothing but monsters there. So from there on, that was my first, like, I tried to start a label before as a kid.
What was your label name?
Definitely. So it was
listen,
called. It was called. No, it's all Gucci. It's all Gucci.
My rap name was horrible, so I don't think my rap name was Lil
no,
Wolf.
it's not horrible.
My rap name was Lil Wolf Dog. So if you
Dog, that's insane.
Horrible. I'm the worst rap name ever. Little Wolf Dog. That shit was horrible. So don't think
the name. Yeah, the name wasn't a problem. I think the name actually shaped a lot of the as far as the branding of who I am is. Like, so me and my man Antoine, shout out Antoine. We went to school with each other. 9th grade, we became friends first. We both had the same interest in music and whatnot. So one day I'm at home and I was looking for samples and I bumped into Mozart, actually.
Mozart?
Yeah.
Mozart.
Yeah, Mozart. I was listening to Mozart. Yeah, I gotta.
I thought Mozart was the 10th grade music. What the fuck? I'm like, oh, that's dope.
That's crazy. Yo, speaking of that, we need more music classes, but I'm gonna get into that too.
I was gonna ask you that soon too.
So, yeah. So listening to Mozart and me, like, it kind of just it just clicked. I can't really explain these things, but it was like, his first name is Wolfgang.
Mozart's real name is Wolfgang.
His first name is Wolfgang.
Wolfgang Mozart.
I ain't gonna try to pronounce his middle name, but it's Wolfgang Mozart, right? With that being said, I named my label, my first, when I tried to put something together, it was called Wolfgang. Yeah.
That shit kind of fire.
Yeah, I was
way better than Wolf Dog. That shit kind of
Wolf
fire.
Dog. Yeah, so that's what started for me with the whole Wolf thing, which I'm sure we probably get into that a little later too. But it helped shape. It also helped me, with the people who I would bring into that entity, that I would learn how to produce more, learn how to, like, managing other artists, getting to learn relationships producer wise, knowing what they want. And all of these are things that would, when you hear my production now, all of it ties in from that. So
right before we get to your skills of production, I'm trying to knock out all the joints you do, right? And what makes you start it.
Right.
It was one we forgot in the mix of this shit. Singing. How long you been singing?
That probably was the last thing that started for me. I ain't really start thinking about singing until my pop started taking it seriously for himself. For yeah. Like I said, I was always interested in love songs because of LL. My very first love song that I ever made was a song of his that I sampled, and that was like my first introduction in trying to hit a note. And then after that, who was it? Oh, Cudi, Kid Cudi, Day and Night. That was the song that was like.
I got a dangerous question to ask you.
Yeah, what's up?
Here we go. Let's get those. Let's get those spicy. Here we go.
Dangerous.
Do you have a number one love song you go to when you about to, make love? You got like, ooh, I'm about to put that shit on the playlist with the motherfucking amp right now. Shorty coming through. I'm about to put that shit on. Do you got a number one go to?
It is Avant. I can't think of the title right now. Damn, I got a couple. Genuine popped in my head too. I can't think of the song.
Please
right
don't
now,
say it's Pony. Hell no.
No, fuck no. What?
I was about to say,
no disrespect to Genuine.
Hell
yeah,
no. That beat fire though.
Yeah.
Oh, Timberland. You ain't talking about Timberland, but we gonna get back in a minute.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, so Genuine. Okay. My Trey songs. All right, cool. Them fucking neighbors on my name. I be like, they gonna know my fucking name tonight. So, I'm wild boy. So, you been singing. Who was your pops influence you?
Yeah, it was definitely Cudi and Ye.
Cudi and Ye.
Yeah, because me first hearing the auto tune, I probably was like 17, 18, and that's kind of what was like, all right, I want to try this. Yeah, for real. How
you feel about auto tune? You fuck with it?
I like it when it's used properly. When people use it and they trying to rap with auto tune, it's redundant.
So that Jay-Z song come in your head when you hear shit like that?
In a sense, but I think it was different. Like the message he was sending was way different than what I'm talking about, though. Honestly, yeah, I think it was for Hove. It was just, yeah, I guess you could say that. Just everybody trying to do the same thing because it's the wave. Not yeah.
Got you.
But it was people like I don't even want to say that. I'm not going to say that. It's a couple people that was just using it just because, and it's annoying. But for people who do use auto tune and they on some singing, as long as they know how to hit a note, it can work perfectly for you. What I would like to say to up and coming artists that do use auto tune, you know, because melody rap is a big thing right now. That I think every person should know how to hit a note, so when they use the auto tune, they know, you know, it can be an accessory for them. I kind of my analogy for that would be like cake and ice cream. Make sure your cake tastes good before you put the icing on it.
Drop a bomb on that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. So, we done went through the background of being a producer, being a rapper, being a singer. Oh, before I get to my next question, what school did you go to school for music, arts, or anything like that?
No. It's funny because I wanted to. It was slated for me to go to Kappa at one point, but it was late registration, and I don't even think it happened.
Yeah, they said no to me too, so fuck them.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was too late for me to register, and I just ended up staying at the. I went to a charter school. Yeah, and I just stayed there till graduation but no, everything I learned musically has either been off the internet or me destroying things until I got it right.
So you ain't go to college for this shit?
Yeah, no. Never went to college.
Wow. Okay. So let me ask you, do you think say I'm an 18-year-old, 17-year-old boy coming out of South Philly High School, right?
Right.
And I want to be an engineer or a rapper or a singer. Do you think I should go to school for that? Like, do you think that it will benefit? Do you think music schools benefit?
Yeah. I do think that you should try everything, because it's no one way to do something. Honestly, like in my circumstances, luckily I had the history of music on my side, me being open to wanting to learn more. So I kind of just like, you know, emulated those things until, you know, I got to learn what they are, then I add myself to it, and then moving forward, learning new information. Always being a student for real. So whether you inside school, outside school, always be a student for real is all I can say.
So you said always be a student, but let me ask you something. Would you ever want to be the opposite?
What, to go to college for it?
No. Would you ever want to teach people how to produce? Or
oh yeah, for sure.
How to make
I definitely want to.
Music.
But at the same time, it's like, it depends. Like for me, if I'm going to teach somebody anything, it's just going to be how to use the tool, because I want the person to be unique in their own sound. I don't want, you know, my student to sound like me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I teach them the tools, hey, this how you use this tool, this how you use this tool, you can remix it however you want to. You know what I'm saying? To get your own sound, because it's so vast. Music is language for there's no.
Music is language.
Yeah.
So you telling me you would rather be blind than deaf other way around, be deaf than blind? No, I said it right the first time, be blind than deaf, because since music is a language.
That's hard to answer, because no, I don't want to be any of those things.
As you should.
I want to be cool. But I mean, just in my circumstances, I learned music at a very early age. And I probably learned to play keys before I even fully started speaking English for real. So it was like,
what the fuck?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
So for me, it's just yeah. So in my case, it's like if I had to lose something, it probably would be my eyes, because if I can't hear, I don't know what I'm gonna do. No, that's a tough question to answer. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yes, see, that's where this podcast. I got you. So let's talk about, to me, out of all the things you do, this is my favorite part about you. Crown Gold.
Yes, sir.
Tell me a story about Crown Gold. Not the story, the beginning, the foundation.
The thought.
How did this place happen?
I want to say 2015. I am at my old job that me and Nins was working at, graphic designer. I I think I had to do like an invitation for somebody, and the colors was black and gold. And me searching up gold, I was looking for like textures or something like that. And for some reason, in the search results on Google, it the word a coin popped up.
A coin.
Yeah, a coin, and it was specifically an African coin, and I never seen this coin before, so I just end up looking further into it. It's called a CRWNGLD. And initially it was like European and Africans were using these coins like way early. But see, with the coins, they were, I want to say, excuse me if I'm off in the percentage, but
that's cool. I be off on shit all the time.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's like 92% gold or 93 or something like that. Yeah, but regardless, it's not 100% gold. So the term that they used for the CRWNGLD was called crown gold.
Whoa. So wait. So the coin, but it's 92% gold.
Something like that.
It's called crown gold.
Yeah, they call it crown gold.
And you found this, one more time, you found this shit desperate looking up something at work?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, initially I was, it sparked me because at the time I was looking for, I was just, at this time I was just getting used to trying to like just promote myself as the artist. And you know, I wanted a brand, I wanted a something that other people could connect with outside of just, you know, people wearing like JAY SAIF shirts or something. I wanted something that could be more, you know, outside of just me.
That crown makes you a king.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
good idea of that. How
it's not even just that. Even when you look at the term crown gold and the percentages, for me, what stood out the most is that space from whatever 90 to that 100% is always room for improvement. That's how I looked at it. So I wanted to apply that because for me, you know, throughout this conversation, we talking about all the things that I learned from myself.
Yeah.
But it's artists that have no idea how to get the resource for that.
Yeah.
At all. So I kind of wanted to make that in as a kind of just a testament to me as somebody who learned the information and was willing to share that. And I kind of figured like, hey, if I make this like a network, then and be able to like, you know, build the network on that and share with these, you know, the artists who I will come to work with, that they can learn how I learned growing up.
So the main part I hear from that is when you talk about crown gold, how it's 92, the measurements and the numbers and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's saying that you're great 92% of it, but you still got 8 that you still need to improve. And I think everybody should have their stuff on a high pedestal, but at the same time, you still gotta improve the shit.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, I look at it like your first rap not gonna be your best rap. Your first beat ain't gonna be your best beat.
First interview episode of Wake Up Call was not the best wake up call.
Yeah, it's always gonna be like that. So like I said, it's always gonna be from, because even in them times you might think like, you know, when you finally get it done, like, hey, this joint is great, but later on down the line you might change your mind, like, okay, maybe I could have made that a little better. So like, it's always gonna be like that, and I think it's okay to have that space because nothing is perfect.
Speaking of,
you know what I'm saying, like,
what was the hardest shit of having your own record studio?
The hardest thing is because it's a smaller space. I think the hardest thing is just keeping it well organized and clean. Pretty much, that's probably the hardest thing. For it's like I said, there's room for improvement. There's always things that can be added to, you know, ensure those things, but it's gonna happen along the journey. So,
what's your favorite part?
My favorite part is honestly building a community. It's been so many people is coming through here. Like, you know, you look at that door over there. Hopefully, we get footage of that. Yeah, that's names since I opened. So it's you know.
I'm gonna put my name on that jump before I leave.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm taking that door with me.
As you should.
So,
as you should.
You know, it's just been lovely. Outside of obviously the music or whatnot, engineering, I've come to love engineering more than ever now because it's like a science to me. Just learning and putting. I feel like I'm putting puzzle pieces together when I engineer.
Let's talk about that real quick, right?
Yeah.
You done engineer a lot of good songs.
Yeah.
Made and whatnot. Do you have a specific one night one favorite night that you was making something with somebody. You said that person name. Like, you like, damn, that was the
That's
night.
the one.
Yeah. Not even, I ain't
honestly,
saying your best song. I'm talking about that night.
Yeah, I don't want it to sound cliche, but definitely when initially we was making Sorry Not Sorry with Our Mary. For real. Cause it just hit. Like, I can't even explain it. It was just one of them joints where I asked bro how he felt. He told me how he felt, and we just started working. I found a sample off the rip, and it just, everything just, it was just magic. I can't even.
That's so Sorry Not
Yeah,
Sorry.
Sorry Not Sorry was definitely that,
No, because that song is magical.
That song is amazing.
That song is crazy. I told me and Chris on the phone that day.
Yeah.
I said, this is what hip hop needed. This shit was a story. Yeah. This shit. And I always say, bro, I ain't from the 6. I wanted to be on the 6 after that shit. like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Hearing that and whatnot. And bet. So that's
yeah, that's definitely that's definitely the one that stand out. I'm sure it's been others where it just clicked. I think that's what it is. Like, when I ain't gotta think too much, and it's almost as if it's not me even working.
Yeah.
Like, it just start clicking. That's when it's like, yeah, for sure.
So that was a good night.
That was a great night.
Great night. Have you ever had a rapper? I ain't gonna say his name. You ever had a rapper that come on there and he was just straight up ass?
Yeah.
And what did you say to him? Like, nah,
I'm gonna put it like this, because I don't want to
hurt his feelings,
discourage any artists out there. Yeah, because I get a lot of young boys who from Southwest, from South Philly, that come up here. Shout out to them too.
Yeah.
They young, they learning. And a lot of these things, when you first start out as an artist, you trying to emulate who you hear.
Yeah.
And them being ignorant to not know how much work those artists put in, and they just easy like copy and paste. So for them to want to come in here and be comfortable to get better through trial and error, to me that's the best way to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even after it's done, I email them the track or whatever. They come back wanting to, like, I could do better than my last drum. And I support it, because that's how it was for me. Like,
I love that you talk to them that way, because a lot of them would be like if you say, like, yo, you could be better. Yeah, but man, fuck you, dog. I already know. I'm good. I'm good.
No,
you know
I don't
what
get
I'm saying?
that. It's certain people, when I realize that, I don't say nothing at all. But it's some people who, when I hear that they got the potential, then that's when I'll start, and they're open, that I'll start, like, putting my input in, and little things I would suggest like that.
That's what's up.
Because kids is kids. So
yeah. I know I'm good. They crazy. But so now that you done told us about the stuff you how Crown started, how Crown is. Let's talk about how Crown is right now.
Yeah.
What's the next, and not only Crown, you as well.
Yeah.
What's the next project you got going on? What's the next genre?
I mean, well, I feel like I'm just getting my feet wet again, because, like I said, my idea was being shifted. So at first it wasn't about me being an artist for at first. Like, I kind of put that behind. It was just obviously just trying to get the brand up, honestly.
Yeah.
So
as far as
I don't want to veer too much off, but I just know that me coming in doing this, just trying to get this sound together. I want to provide something for the city that, like, you could just say, like, that's a Crown Gold sound. For real. And since I am able to do all of these things and work with the artists who I'm working with, I bumped into my guy over there, Nas Dean, an amazing artist, and he only been rapping for a short amount of time.
Yeah, that's crazy. I heard that when I came in. That's crazy.
He got to come over here for sure, definitely, so he can tell his story. Same thing with Trozy, same thing with Amir. Me and Amir, we've been locked in for mad long. So him wanting to be a part of Crown Gold, and him taking off the way that he took off is shaping a lot of things together that I know for sure I couldn't have done on my own. So what Crown Gold is now, from the initial thought, is way farther than what I thought it was gonna be. But I figure, like, it's gonna be in a space where, like I said, back to the initial thing, where community is gonna be very important, resources is gonna be important for, you know, artists that do got potential like Nas Dean. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
to be able to have access to the resources and access to, you know, what we building here, the sound. I know a lot of people want to work with me now. Now that bro been going up, people been hitting my line too. Like, people been
Bro
in my
going,
inbox. Yeah.
bro going crazy. I seen the Shaq comment. That shit wild.
Man, it's
That
a
was
it's a
wild.
lot more. We ain't gotta mention all that,
yeah.
but it's a lot of people reaching out.
I had to say that one. That's fucking wild.
Yeah, it's a. I think what it is just people appreciating what something that we all been new.
Yeah.
At the same time, like, for real. And like I said, is whatever this is here, because I can't fathom it at this moment. It's almost as if it's like a godsend, like. So,
okay.
Just got robbed away for real.
So
and that's what's been happening. Like, and at the same time, me, you know, if I get a little cerebral real quick, as far as like me crafting the sound, it's also, you know, me trying to insert myself as an artist again too. Outside of this, it's like, all right, well, we crafting the sound, but, you know, how can we create how can I say this?
The Crown Gold sound?
No, it's not even just that. It's like reinventing the wheel, I guess. You know what I'm saying? For any artist, because it, like, he the first artist, he not gonna be the last artist. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. I'm an artist, I ain't gonna be the last artist though. Nas Dean artist, he ain't gonna be the last artist. There's gonna be more people that want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, well, once I figure out that formula where I can, you know, really fully work with an artist and sit down and produce and work on these projects with them, how can we make their sound?
Yeah.
But also still insert what the Crown Gold sound is. So my headspace right now, that's what I've been thinking.
So you working on the sound of the like kind of like the office,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
vibe, like how the Swisher House Sean was. Everybody knew like, oh, that's a Swisher House.
Exactly. Just having that
yeah.
signature sound, and it's like include
A
with
signature,
myself.
that's the word I was looking
Yeah, as include myself as the artist. It's kind of like, well, I got my own brand too, and it's like, how can I sonically make that translate to the people who want to consume my music, for real. So that's kind of where I'm at. So to answer your question, because I know I drawn it out, like,
nah, you cool.
It's getting my toes wet. Like, even doing this is me getting my feet wet again. Like, and then from there on, I could just see, you know, dropping singles, doing all the things that I wasn't doing last time. Doing things like this, doing videos, doing, you know, the whole nine.
So is you coming out the project first, or is somebody else from Crown coming out with the project first? Like, you know how Wu-Tang had meth?
He trying to get an answer out of me so crazy. There's some projects coming. I don't want to give anything away, but for sure there's a couple projects that's been, ideas been bounced around and whatnot. So, I can't even give you a date. I don't even want to reveal none of that information.
Damn.
Trying to get me.
It's cool. I'm gonna get you. But not now. It's all right. It's cool.
But do know what's being done though.
Gotcha.
It's being worked on.
You know, we all can't wait for that. But it's one project I see in the corner right here.
Yes, sir.
Homecoming.
That is a single that I am dropping on May the 5th. May the 5th. Yes,
that's this week.
That's Friday. Yes,
Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, sir.
Was that purposely for Cinco de Mayo?
No, actually, to go back into the whole wolf thing, which I figured was gonna come back up. May 5th is a full moon, and it's the day before my birthday too. That was the other thing.
Your birthday May 6th.
Yeah.
Happy almost birthday, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No. That God done gave you another spin around the sun.
Yeah,
you know
for sure. For sure.
I love that. So, Homecoming.
Yes, sir.
What can we expect on this show?
I feel like this is me reintroducing myself. I feel like this song is gonna showcase my rapping ability and singing ability along with my production. It's just me at full display this time. Being an artist displayed properly, I should say.
Okay.
For real.
And we getting that.
I don't know what else to say about it.
We getting that on Friday.
Next Friday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can't. So You promised me that joint gonna be ready, dropped, and all that. So when I go in my car on Friday morning on my way to work, I'm bumping it.
Yeah,
my man, appreciate you. I love that shit. I think that's the time everybody listen to music the most now, like on their way to work.
Yeah, that's interesting. I just read something that said people about to start dropping on Tuesday again, and I paid attention to that.
I don't like that shit.
It's something about sales thing, but we can get into that. It's politics, but.
That's hard.
Yeah, no. It's something that's duly noted though. That's the other thing. Please do your research, artists. Learn these things, these trends.
I love this game you giving.
Yeah.
It's my last question for you, right?
Yeah.
The game that you giving out, the work that you done put in, the building of Crown Gold, singing, producing, rapping.
Right.
We'll pause on the rapping because we got something for rapping in a minute. But when this shit all said and done, and you done for everything, which you probably never will, but when this all is over and it's said and done, what you want people to remember you by?
Yeah, that's a deep question.
Because you done did a lot, learned a lot. That graphic design shit, they ain't know that to today.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But you did all that without school too. That shows you that.
Yeah, and honestly, it come from just me not having the availability. It wasn't like,
and that makes you stronger.
Yeah, it was kind of like, well, if it costs this much to get it, like to get it done, and I can't afford it, then I'd rather learn it by myself. You know what I'm saying? And it made the the independent person I am for the most part, as far as like just trying to go get it. For
So let me switch up my question.
Yeah.
What is one advice you would give anybody?
Is to not be afraid to fail in learning all of these things. Yeah. I would say try everything, especially in this music thing, because sometimes what you think may be like what it is, sometimes it's not. You think you're great at rapping, it might be production for you. You know what I'm saying? It might not be what you think. And I think a lot of people, when they get shunned in that, then they decide, to step away from it. And these people who genuinely love music for real. So I figure like it's so many roles in this music thing that you can do. I just try everything, because that's what I did.
I lied about the last question.
Yeah.
What is your favorite one out of all the trades you had? What is your favorite?
My favorite.
And I love your answer, by the way.
They go hand in hand. It's production and recording to it. It's just the music.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Since he want to create shit, ladies and gentlemen, he done created a lot of shit. I need him to create some bars on the world's most dangerous podcast in this shit one time. So, ladies and gentlemen, Draco Call presents Jay Saif. Trey, drop that magical beat that Jay Saif done made too.
Slaughter anything.
Yeah.
Jay Saif on the Jay Saif beat.
They be like, Jay never show his face. You probably catch me in the B-roll, shrouded in weed smoke with a nigga Chris while B-roll talking to Meech though about the keys to every play before we touch them C-notes. It's not black and white as it sounds. Look, I grew up with a crack crown. Look at the heirlooms they pass down. Look how I grew up on Lansdowne. It's different kind of instruments they using when they jam down. Niggas is jelly and they AM burnt with the toast cooked on that. He's a hash brown, breaking fast with the mask down. Paranoid what I am now. So even if I'm slacking, I won't get caught with my pants down. Wait, feeling like for a quarter on my last down. I'll snow flow, just know I'm way ahead. Cut from a different cloth, no, song with a different thread. What? I'm Kenny Shamrock when I spaz, I acting like blowing them fast, but don't look turn you sheep in a lamb chop, damn, I. Hero turn anti, and I won't always love you. Whitney Houston spitting crack rock. I'm Frankie Oceans to you, Robert Browns. I'm Robert Kelly with no pot. I got the AO and WO, Razor Ramon flow. Oh no, the world champ warrior shooting shit from the logo, talking shit on the promo. 2-man power tripping, cause me and Swayze like Triple A, Stone Cold, Crown Gold. You know, Westside Warlord, wild card. I force any nigga to draw for it, cause none of you niggas will face me. Uno, do know you can't say hello to the bad guy. All my my heroes turn anti. Gave me jewels, they my rabbis, yeah. Vinny Vega, ain't afraid to step to any alpha who think that they can't be they omega. If they threaten my legacy, you get more than a pay cut. Get Moses and split your seat with a stick and just fucking waves away. Look, the all of you niggas who think they got the wherewithal and the figures to really fuck with a kid. And that's on my work names. I say back up all theme. I've been making magic since magic been making all name. Niggas say I changed like I'm trying to stay the same. Rather see you stay in pain so they stay entertained. Niggas get so hyped up over at Lil Philly fame. I promise whatever picture you tryna paint, I tear it out the frame. Yeah, 8 to 24, Kobe Year, watch me score it. If it's beef, I'm dinosaur, a carnivore. The auto war, don't start a warrior. Low key with the hammer like I'm Thor. Pussy, I ain't no killer, but don't push me, don't get it twisted. I'm a veteran, you fucking with the rookies looking. Niggas overlook me, underrated, and I'm faded, tainted. Niggas jaded, I ain't going nowhere like I'm Kobe traded. Shorty wasn't rhyme right, cause I never had none. She the type to wait until I'm buzzing, now I'm handsome. Homie for the money like she napped the nigga ransom. All she ever do is chase me now because I ransom. With a real queen's horse, all they did was ran hoods. Nowadays these bitches give up pussy like it's canned goods. Niggas I don't trust them, fuck them. Focus on the hustle from the muscle, flip them fucking scriptures like my fucking man would. Same hustle, different product. The only script I'm flipping is these raps I'm trying to profit off of. Not narcotics that be pushing off in the project. The only object, planning pushing myself in the side shit. You focus on shorty, you still getting banged on. You looking for side chicks, you ain't even got a main joint. All your rap shitty like you doing plain draws. You got a tape with 15 versions of the same song. I'm super flames, all your rappers keep on reminding me. Ain't no shock to me if I'm a prodigy in this prophecy. This hypocrisy, you corny rappers make a mockery. I'ma be properly in philosophy, it's great as Socrates. Ain't no stopping me, honestly, who you can find as hot as me. Ain't no stopping me, everything I do I own monopoly. Niggas copy me, either that or they just wanna follow me. Lyrical exercise, look at me just burning all these calories. Why? Don't get it twisted, I've been a pissin' that'll single-handedly kill you with the glove that belong to O.J. Simpson. Been attempting to murder, use your bones for my ascension. I felt dimension, I ain't never stopping, fuck a pension, pay attention. All you niggas Willie lynching, do your research, get the message. Are y'all claiming that y'all bosses, but you acting like y'all henchmen for the tension. I discuss reinvention at JAYSAIF. Been the best since I started playing keyboards. Before my feet touched the floor, by the time I was 4, I performed. Discovered I was lightning, thunder, rain, I could weather the storm. Whether I was making a beat, rapping, or writing a poem, either way I was flooring like a gas pedal to the metal. Trying to be a real boy, pulling strings like I'm Geppetto. Been a rebel without a cause, but that's because I hate authority. I'm a boss who got the balls to give them my all till I'm exhausted. I'm going through pain and felt praying on these lames, at these lames, fighting for the love of my life, my music brothers and wife. And if they say they don't love me, then I'ma stop in the night. Saif.
Amir, Trozy.
Yes, sir.
Y'all niggas got competition going on right here.
Most dangerous.
Damn!
Yes, sir.
Damn!
Thank you. That took a lot of my breath.
Damn! Damn! That been the world's most dangerous podcast.
Yes.
Jay Saif, tell them where they can find you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Tell 'em
Definitely follow
everything.
me on everything. JAYSAIF. Same thing with Crown Gold is everywhere on everything. CRWNGLD. For Jay Saif is JAYSAIF. Follow me. I'm on all platforms. The same thing.
Homecoming and Friday.
Homecoming is dropping this Friday, 5/5. I can't wait for everybody to hear it. It's been a process, to say the least. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all are in trouble.
yeah, for sure.
Y'all are in trouble. It's been the world's most dangerous podcast. I can't even fucking
Wait, hold
yell
on.
no
Before
more.
we go,
yes,
let me
yes.
shout out the studio. For any artist that's watching this, I'm ready to work. Production, engineering, all of that. One-stop shop. Graphics, one-stop shop. 6840 Market Street, right across the street from the L's. Easy to get to.
Yep.
Reach out to me, Jay Saif. The number is on the socials as well. It's easy to get in contact. Reach out. Let's work.
But he forgot to mention that if you ever want to get in a rap battle with him, he gonna murder your ass. It's been the world's most dangerous podcast.
Yes,
See you when we see you. Same network, same pet. Why? Oh, I can't even talk. I'm done. I'm over. It's go. Game over. He fucked it up. I'm out.